Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. I'm Ken Heron. This is Thursday Night Live. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dana Williams. Dana?
Yo, I'm here, baby.
Play the bass, buddy.
I'm here. Come on.
This is my over 50 dance. This is I'm sick and I can't do much else dance.
Yeah. You're over 50, Dan.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Oh my goodness.
Good morning, ReadySetDrone.
Right off the bat, Keith Tully with a $20 super chat. Let me just go ahead and
my goodness.
put that on, and the logo too. Right there. Super chat is up. So much happening. Ladies and gentlemen, Dana Williams.
Yes. There he is.
Before,
Appalachian, hey man, I am not on the pooper.
No,
I'm not on the pooper.
No, it does look like we'll explain why you're broadcasting from a bunker in a moment. But lots of stuff coming up today. We're going to talk about, of course, the Spark update that will keep it grounded unless you update it. Finally, going to talk about our buddy Peter, who got injured trying to find a good place to fly. We're going to talk about repealing the line of sight law. There's something you can sign to help that out. Going to give away the Vanguard drone again tonight. And we got plenty of Eclipse video. Yes.
How's my mic sounding? Scuba says it sounds low to him.
Is it low? Let me turn you up.
That's what he said.
There we go. Turn me down. Turn you up. Give me a 10 count there, Dana.
A 10 count. A 10 count. 10 count. 10
okay.
Count. 10 count.
Yeah.
James Gillen, I have not updated my goggles yet. I'm just kind of looking at the chat while we get started.
Okay.
Here, so.
Well, go ahead and turn your microphone gain down a little bit there, Dana. Turn it down because you're a little distorted. I'll turn it up on my end.
I'm turning her down.
There we go.
I'm turning her down.
There we go. All right. Awesome.
There we go. There we go. Awesome.
We're going to talk to Kelly from ReadySetDrone. He'll be on.
That's going to be good. That's going to be good.
Yes. He's got some awesome footage that he'll share exclusively here. We have an exclusive from Norway. Beautiful footage.
Love that.
Yes. And right now, just to get it out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and show you some beautiful video I took just recently of the eclipse. Check this out, man. This is fantastic. I know it's a little late, but there's a wonderful eclipse about to happen, and I wanted to film it for you. See if I can get it in the shot here. Make sure I can... Where is it? I gotta make sure I'm getting the eclipse in the shot. Oh, there we go.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming, man.
You didn't know that was coming.
I could smell that. I could smell that a mile off, man.
Sorry, I had to do it.
What are you talking about?
I had to do it. I know it's a little late, but yeah. Oh, there we go. Sergey, super chat. Thank you so much. Dana, now explain to everybody. First of all, I've got a terrible cold. It's a summer cold. I'm on the fourth day of it. So I'm coming down from it. I'm still a little snotty. So I will have to take a break once in a while to blow my sinuses out.
Well, let's also say that he does have a cold, but it could be because he also just had a birthday. Oh my goodness. Just had a birthday. And the day that he had his birthday, I'll be, if he didn't get the best present of all, a cold.
I did, yes. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Yes. I turned 51 the same day I turned into a petri dish.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. So Dana,
51 is for babies.
I was just getting used to I was just getting used to 50, man. Just getting used to it. It was just starting to get worn in.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
So anyway, let's talk about.
Uh-oh. Oh no, Dana. Dana has crapped out.
Where I am.
Dana.
I am on the road. Of course, we're out.
Yeah.
What? Uh-oh.
You just yeah, you just went hog wild there for a second.
Not much I can do about it.
Yeah, go ahead and start over and tell me
Sorry.
why you're in the bunker.
Sorry. Yeah, why I'm in the bunker is I am on the road in Richmond, Utah. And we're playing a place here called Cherry Resort, a ski resort.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm down here in a valley between two mountains in a RV and praying that my internet signal will last. We will see.
Are you on that system where it's 2 cups and a string? What do you got going there?
I think pretty much, yeah. Down in the valley, they have this. So the guy that runs the resort, he said, you know, I've got satellite internet. So
Max Headroom, Max Headroom. There's a reference if you're over 30 or 40. Thanks everybody for wishing me happy birthday. This is going to be, for lack of a better word, a cluster. Because I've got a cold, and Max Headroom here is in the bunker. Got so much stuff. See, he got the joke 10 minutes later. So much stuff. Let me just go ahead and pull this up very quickly. I don't know if any of you are interested or how you feel about it. There's people trying to get. I'm going to go ahead and try to share this with you here. Let me go ahead. No, that. No, not good grief, not that. This is it. This is if you want to sign a petition to repeal the line of sight law for UAS or so-called drones. So far, 8 people have signed. I don't know how you feel about this, Dana. I'll just go ahead and read it for people who can't read the screen. We the people want to repeal the VLOS, Visual Line of Sight Law, with the FAA Part 107 and replace it with must use visual observer if flown out of VLOS, Visual Line of Sight, with at least 90-degree camera attached to the UAS, and be able to actively see what the UAS comes across. With this, you'll still be able to see the manned aircraft, but will still be able to fly it out of visual line of sight. So, Dana, essentially what they're saying here, oh, thank you so much, Harry, is they want to be able to fly out of visual line of sight as long as you use a visual observer. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So you're here flying, and then like I guess like Leroy's 100 yards over that way, or a walkie-talkie or something, because they couldn't be right. You know, they couldn't be right next to each other because you both won't be able to see it. So if you want to sign that petition, the link is in the description. How do you feel about that, Dana?
I may, okay, I may have to sign it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
because there's times that you know. Yes, 90% of the time we fly together, but you know, there's times we don't, and that's tough, man. Line of sight really does restrict you. I do my best to follow it, but
right. I think this will give you more freedom.
Yeah,
I feel better with a visual observer. Just, I mean, I'm not trying to bunk the rules or anything. I can fly without. I did before Part 107 became part of my life. But I don't know. We'll check back with that.
Pilgrim says just sign the petition.
Just sign it.
Okay.
Well, they're going to need.
I will.
They're going to need more than 8.
Just sign it.
They're going to need more than 8 people.
Yeah.
Let me turn down my microphone.
I'd say that we need to. I'd say we need 8 with about 5 zeros behind it.
Yeah. I apologize for coughing and sniffling. I got nothing.
Hey man, we all get sick.
And I got a fever too at this point. I took a Kenadryl.
Oh, good.
So I should be okay. All right. So the prizes tonight I didn't mention was this fabulous Lume cube.
Okay.
It's a Lume Cube bag filled with swag. Lume Cube bag swag. Look at that. It even says Lume Cube on it.
You get all the cool stuff.
Yeah. What's in it? Let's find out. It's not just an empty bag. No, no. It's got stuff in here that you can win. For instance, a Lume Cube hat. Ooh. Wouldn't that be fun? To wear a Lume Cube hat, a little bit off to the side, a little off kilter, to let everybody know that you're just a little cool. Huh? Then, there's a shirt in here. And I love this shirt. Somebody sent this to me, and forgive me if I'm giving it away and I don't seem grateful, but I love it. It's all fun and games until the battery dies.
I love that shirt, man.
It's a great shirt. It's going in the Lume Cube bag. I'm gonna give that away a little bit later on.
Does that come in tent size?
No, it doesn't come in Dana size. I'm sorry. It just comes in normal human being size.
Mm-hmm. So overrated.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, I can hear my corpuscles straining. So Dana, you and I experienced the eclipse. It was fantastic.
Yes, fantastic. We were right in the center of totality.
Yeah.
In Gallatin, Tennessee. It was absolutely wonderful.
And I've got some great video here, if I can get this ready for you. This is from Scuba. And he took his Mavic and pointed it just like we did. We pointed it at the ground because it really isn't a good idea to point the drone camera at the sun. You should never do that. Ever. So here's his video. If I can get this going. There we go. And there's no sound. I sped it up.
Ghetto droning. I am not answering that.
Yeah. Remember, you're a moderator.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can put people in timeout if need be. But look at this. 400 times speed right here. The eclipse comes. And that's daytime right there. All the lights coming on. This is back to normal speed.
That's so cool, ain't it?
Isn't that awesome?
Where was Scuba?
Man, that's a good question. I know he told me. I just can't remember.
Scuba, where were you?
He's right over like that. I don't know where that was. I think it was in Georgia somewhere, maybe. Where?
Right over.
Where over like that? Isn't that gorgeous?
Right over.
Yeah, I don't think I'm breaking up. I think you're breaking up. Danny's still there?
Really cool, man.
Yeah, that was really cool. Thank you, Scuba.
Oh, he's right below Clayton, Georgia.
Where?
Right below Clayton, Georgia, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Clayton, Georgia.
Yeah, that was great. I hope everybody enjoyed the eclipse, and I hope that you weren't misinformed about if you were in the path of totality. Right during totality, you could take off those special glasses and look at it. And that's what Dana and I did. And man, that was awesome. That was like
fabulous.
I almost wanted to hug you. I almost did, Dana. Did you know that?
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yeah. Go.
I know that my internet's really bad, but I'm doing the best I can, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember we talked in the truck about, you know, if anyone that you knew did not see the eclipse?
Yeah.
And what did I tell you?
What did you tell me?
Who did I tell you that may not have seen it?
Your dad?
I told you that my parents.
Your parents
would be likely to not see it, and you said no way.
Your parents didn't see the eclipse.
So I called them, and I said, "So did you guys see the eclipse?" And Daddy says, "No, I was back here in the bedroom. I missed it."
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Your mother looked up. He said, your mother looked out the kitchen window and there wasn't that much happening. It just looked like a storm was coming up.
You're a parent. What do they do all day? What do they do all day?
He sits on Craigslist and looks for stuff for nothing.
Oh my gosh. You think somebody on Craigslist would have been selling eclipse glasses?
Yeah,
wow.
He told me that he made no effort to get any glasses or anything. He said, you know.
Wow. Yes, Ghetto Drone. I know he's lagging, but at least he's here. You're here, Dana. You know,
I'm here, man.
He's out on the road with his band Diamond Rio, and he makes time to call in for our little show, and man, I appreciate that. By the way, people are clamoring for these eyes. Got a lot of people wanting a set of eyes. I only have 10 today. I only have 10 of these to give away. So it goes without saying that Super Chat is open. And anyone that Super Chats $10 or more, emphasis on the or more, will get a set of eyes while supplies last. Okay? So, yes, Pilgrim on the Move. Just hit Super Chat. That's that little $sign down there. And make sure that you private message me later with your address, and then I'll send them to you. Okay? If you want a set of these drone eyes stickers that fit right on your drone. And I've got some pictures of people that have received the eyes. I'll go ahead and share that with you now. Let's see.
Yeah, I want to see those. You told me about that.
Yeah, I got a couple people that have sent me pictures of their eyes on the drone. Let's see. This is Harry Taylor. Harry Taylor, he put some eyeballs on his drone there. Let me go ahead and I got another picture from him. There he is, flying his drone there. Very happy with his eyes. Now these eyes are functional as well, because you put them on your drone, it scares away all the birdies. You know, you're flying around.
Do you really believe that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. Imagine, Dana, you're a birdie, right? And you're just flying around. And then here comes this really loud hornet-sounding birdie, and then if I was a bird, I'd be getting the heck out of there.
Yeah, I'd have to fly off.
Yeah. So,
okay.
All right. I got another picture of somebody with their eyeballs. Here we go. This is James Paramore. James Paramore has got a set of eyes on his drone right there. Nice. Kind of looks like mine. And
oh yeah, it does look like yours.
So again, if you want a set of these eyes,
Reed wants a pair of them.
Yep. And we'll go back, and thanks everybody for the super chat.
Yeah.
I'm not running at 100% tonight.
Wants a pair.
Awesome. Dana, are you?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not.
Yeah, I think you're running like 10 seconds behind.
Probably.
But
yeah.
anyway, what else did I have? Oh,
I want to hear about the star.
About the what?
That's what I want to hear about.
The Spark?
About them doing the Spark. They're gonna ground it if you don't update it.
Yeah, DJI announced that it's pushing out a firmware fix in response to a pernicious problem that sent an unspecified number of its new Spark drones falling out of the sky. That's no good.
Wow.
Yeah, and they say if you don't install the firmware update by September 1st, your drone will not take off.
Man, that's bad karma.
Yeah, that. I get it. Yeah. DJI decided on the option of a mandatory firmware update in order to maximize flight safety and product reliability, which they consider top priorities. Yeah, you don't want stuff falling out of the sky. The issue with the Spark, which appears to have stemmed from the drone's battery management system and power supply, was not particularly widespread. As DJI said, only a, quote, small number, and I'm not a fan of air quotations, but only a small number of owners were experiencing the mid-flight malfunctions. I guess if you're...
Hey, man, John in the chat here says he updated his and it fried it.
What? The Spark?
Yeah, he's having to send it in for repairs.
Huh. Well,
what's up with that?
It's entirely possible he did it wrong. Maybe. When I first got my Phantom 3, I bricked it because I did it wrong.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Proper rule. Thank you so much. Super chat. He says, don't need eyeballs. Just started my own drone photography business for commercial real estate and might need advice. Sure, man. Just email me. I'll help you out any way I can. So DJI says Spark owners can install the firmware update through the Go4 app, and that will take care of it. Kelly from ReadySetDrone, I think he's watching and has a little bit more information about this.
That'd be good.
I gotta turn down the microphone.
Uh-oh, there
entertain everybody. I gotta. I don't want you to see.
Yeah, you gotta throw up.
I don't want you to see me
throw up on your own time, man. Yeah, we don't want to see it. Oh my goodness.
It's green.
It's for sure. We have all been there, man.
What does it mean when it's green, Dana?
Yeah, don't. We don't want to hear that.
In the receptacle.
Oh my gosh.
So, before we get to Kelly, I want to share something from a couple weeks back.
Hey, Bill, Utah.
What are you doing, Dana? You talking to people? What you doing, buddy?
I'm just sitting here. I'm reading the chat. And
okay.
Saying hey to Bill, Utah, being I'm in Utah too.
Oh, that's nice. I'm sure Bill appreciates that. Hey, Bill. I got a letter from a guy named Peter Simonson. He says, I'm Danish, and I'm living in the south of France. 71 years old. My wife died 5 years ago, so I've had time to myself. Drones have been a passion for me for some years, and last year I finally bought a Phantom 4 just before the Pro came out. I've read a lot about regulations and respect them. In my place, there's only a little open parking within 15 minutes of my car where I can fly. This is very difficult since the space is small and I never tried sports mode. So one day, we went visiting my girlfriend's mother. Way to go, he's 71. 10 hours driving. She lives in the countryside, and I was happy to finally find a space for flying my drone. So I opened my no-fly zone map and found that I could not fly at the house. I tried anyway, but no go. The electronic border of the nearby place did not allow me to start my machine. So I went out in the field by car, and I finally came out of the no-fly zone where they had cows. So I pushed further and enjoyed my first flight. So that's good. Then flew out to the river and started filming, flying backwards and thinking I was in the middle of the river. No, the river bent, and I flew into some trees at 31 meters. I pulled back the stick, which worked very well, and it landed softly in the grass. So I've got some video of his crash here.
Oh, man. I hate hearing about anybody crashing, man.
Yeah, me too. But
it's awful.
If you got a crash, at least have video of it, right?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
All right. So here is his crash here. So he's flying backwards. Great shot.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, he's getting off center.
Yeah, that's really nice shot.
That's really nice. Oh, no, oh, no.
Oh.
No, the carnage. Oh, the carnage. Why? No. See how it floats down? He's still controlling it. And thank goodness it didn't go into the water. So that's good.
Oh, man, look at that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So
Huh?
maybe it kind of...
Yeah.
I mean, that could have just been a prop or something and be good to go.
Yeah. Well, he said he wanted to get the drone by going around the field, which was a barbed wire all around. But seeing... so he walked over the field, jumped over a ditch, and he couldn't see how deep it was because of the high grass. So he jumped and he fell down against barbed wire, got bloody, scratches, picked himself up, and jumped over the fence. This dude got his drone. But
71.
71, and the next day he drove 10 hours back and realized that he had damaged his Achilles muscle. Yeah. Here's some more video from him. Go ahead and just show this to you here. This is more from him. This is this is the south of France. Again, this is Peter Simonson. It's a beautiful area.
Well, it's pretty there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So, thanks for sending that in. Man, that's gorgeous. I just love that. When was the last time you were out of the country, Dana?
Last year, I went, last September, I was in Switzerland and France.
And have you brought your drone on any of those trips?
I did not.
Did you bring the drone?
Here's my problem.
Yeah.
I don't know how to go about flying, you know, commercial airlines and stuff with my drone and stuff. I'm not, I don't know how that's greeted at security.
Well, I haven't done it yet either. Of course, I don't even have a passport. I need to get one of those. But wow, that is just so beautiful.
It really is.
It's like glass, I tell you. I wanted to show you something else from him. You can travel with your drone. You got to take the batteries out and put them in a separate kind of place.
Probably got to check those.
Yeah.
Probably have to check them, yeah.
You definitely do. And there's not a problem unless they're over a certain power. Inspire batteries are a little bit more problematic. This is the result
hey man,
here. By the way, this is Peter's injury.
Oh.
And you can see he's watching our show.
Pete,
Back when Billy Kyle was on.
Pete.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. What were you going to say, Dana?
I was just going to say, if you and I are ever going to head out west and do some droning, we're going to have to get over this flying phobia with drones.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta move out past where I can drive. I'm not a huge fan of airplanes, believe it or not. I'm not. When I was a kid, my parents were divorced when I was 6. I know. I was a child of divorce. It was so sad.
Yes.
But the benefit of that is, at Christmas time, you can say, Dad, you didn't love me as much as Mom did. Mom spent more on me.
Oh, my word.
Anyway, so I had to fly a lot when I was a kid. Back when you could smoke on an airplane. What? I remember distinctly ashtrays and
I remember.
And the thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like 6 years old, and my mom would walk me up to the gate. Bye-bye. Good luck on that metal contraption. And then my dad would pick me up at the other end. It was a blast. I got wings. That was back when you could go up and sit on the pilot's lap and steer. Good times.
Oh.
Oh yeah, they'd let you steer. Yeah, they'd let you steer. No, they don't do that.
Right.
All right. What do you say we try to ruin this by bringing Kelly in?
Yeah.
From Ready Set Drone.
I would.
Okay, I'm gonna stop hacking up tennis ball size phlegm, and add someone to the call. Let's see. What's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. That's it. That's it.
Right there, Danny Dodge Live says that he flies commercial all the time.
Cool. Someone to the call. Let's see.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kelly from ReadySetDrone. Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
Hey, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. I've been listening, and I want to just throw in my 2 cents real quick on flying.
Yeah.
You can fly with drone batteries, particularly like a Mavic or a Phantom 4, no problem at all. You do want to carry those batteries on in the carry-on. You don't want to check them, and it's better if you drain them at least halfway or maybe even more. They're less likely to have problems, explode, etc., if they aren't fully charged. And then there are LipoSafe batteries you can, or LipoSafe bags you can put them in.
Oh yes, the LipoSafe bags. Those are good.
Yeah, but I have had no problems, and I've flown with mine a fair amount, both the Phantom and the Mavic.
Speaking of which, you were just in Norway.
I was there for 2 weeks.
What is that like?
I have to say, Dana mentioned about being in Switzerland, and Switzerland's a beautiful country. I got to say, I think Norway might be more beautiful than Switzerland. Norway was absolutely amazing.
And
that's saying something right there.
It really is. And nice to finally meet you, Dana. I've got to meet your son before, but now I get to meet you. Yeah, here's the really weird thing about Norway is you're driving along, and they don't have a lot of highways.
Yeah, sorry. Wasn't there.
It's more single lane roads, and you come around a corner, there's a fjord, there's a mountain, and you're like, wow, that's really beautiful. Then you come around another corner, and there's a fjord, a mountain, and a waterfall, and that's even more beautiful. And then a rainbow and unicorns and all kinds of cool
unicorns?
Stuff. Trolls, actually.
Man, that's worth getting my passport just for the unicorns. I gotta see me a unicorn.
So I was just gonna say too about flying with your drone on stuff like that. Norway is a very friendly country towards drones. Had no issues whatsoever. I understand that Sweden is not, and they're they're very similar culturally. And so one thing to check before I went, I just Googled to make sure. What are the drone laws there? I think Germany and Canada are also a little rougher on drone laws than Norway or the U.S.
Okay, well, now this is the art of the tease to keep people watching. We've got some exclusive video from your trip to Norway, and
True.
It's absolutely stunning, and we'll watch that right after this. Oh, that's where a commercial would go. If there's anybody that wants to sponsor this show, contact me at my email address. Okay, just before that, we're talking very briefly about the new update for the Spark that will ground it. If you don't, it's a mandatory update by September 1st. Is this just for the Spark? Do you know anything more about this firmware update?
Well, it is for the Spark. You also have to update all your batteries. So when you update, I don't know if you've ever put in battery into a Phantom after you've updated the firmware, but you'll get a notice that says inconsistent firmware.
Right.
And that inconsistent firmware applies to each battery. It's very easy to do, but that's one thing that you'll have to do is update each battery. So, the thing to do would be to do it all at once, do it indoors before you go out to fly so that you don't have to deal with that out in the field. As far as why they're doing it, I think they don't want I think they want good karma, to what Dana said earlier. They don't want to have drones falling out of the sky, and quite honestly, I don't blame them for trying to make it work better.
Right. Now, just to be clear, the karma's issue wasn't firmware; it was the battery clip, and that would separate it from the contact.
Right. It's a battery issue, but that's if you're updating firmware, the other thing that I know the Spark firmware does now. You actually, Ken, you and I flew my Spark when I was out there when we chased around Dana's son's hot rod car.
Yeah.
And had a great time doing that. The goggles, so the DJI goggles, I've used them with the Spark, and I have to say they weren't as good of a connection as the Mavic is. You use what's called an OTG cable. It's like a little USB adapter, and video quality and the latency didn't feel as good as the Mavic, but I believe that's something they're actually fixing with the firmware update.
Okay, is using HDMI with the goggles different latency than USB?
I don't think so. I've used that. So you have to use the HDMI for the Phantom, right?
Right.
The Phantom, even the Phantom 4 Pro.
Yeah.
And I've done that, and it works great. I don't notice any latency. As a matter of fact, the picture quality and there were no dropouts at all. I was at Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri filming, or shooting water skiing and wake surfing, and having a great time. But I was using my Phantom 4 Pro with HDMI, and I had no problems whatsoever. OcuSync with the goggles is really strong as well. The only problem I've had is I've tried the Spark with the goggles using the USB and the OTG cable, and I've noticed there's a little bit of lag at times. But that was before the firmware update. I haven't tried it since the firmware update.
Okay, and by the way, Harry Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat. Super chat,
yay,
is open right now. And I do have to say,
I've also noticed.
oh no.
Yeah.
Speaking of latency.
yeah.
Dana, you there? Come in, Dana. Dana, come in, Dana.
My God.
Oh no. Oh no, Dana's a spinny thing.
Dana's a spinny thing.
No,
I hate what happens.
Dana's
I'll be back.
out somewhere in between two mountains. So I did want to say that I tried we can hear you still, Dana. We can hear you still, buddy. He's trying, man. He's all over the place with his band, so the fact that he's even a spinny thing, I appreciate. But I did try the DJI goggles, and they were fantastic.
They really are.
Yeah.
Especially if you've been using Fat Sharks for a while. I do enjoy flying FPV with Fat Sharks, but I have to say the DJI goggles, they're a different experience. You know, it's like watching a little old TV versus a big flat screen.
Right, but I still prefer the Fat Sharks. I don't know why, because I think I've gotten used to flying with them, and I kind of, as far as distance from things, my spatial awareness is completely different with the DJI goggles. Welcome back, Dana. Than with the Fat Sharks.
So let me ask you a question on that. Are you using the Fat Sharks with an HDMI out into your Fat Sharks?
Yes, I use.
And so you're getting a very clear, clean signal, no dropouts, no static, anything like that. It's a digital signal.
Yes,
is that right?
Yes.
So have you ever flown Fat Sharks with FPV, with a 5.8 gigahertz FPV quad?
No.
So it's a totally different experience, and that the reason they do 5.8 analog on FPV quads is because when analog drops out, it drops out slowly. You get static, and you'll lose it for a second, but you won't lose it completely. Whereas digital is kind of on or off. So when you lose digital, it's gone. So when you're flying FPV, the last thing you want is to totally lose your signal. That's why Fat Sharks with a FPV racer, they don't look that great. I mean, when you watch things like the DRL, they're using boosted antennas, amplified antennas, multiple antennas to get the signal. But when you have a little tiny cloverleaf antenna on your Fat Sharks and you're flying with a regular FPV quad, it's very staticky.
Okay, well, I still love the DJI goggles. I love them. They're if I could get past the fact that they're this freaking huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a fair point. Although there are some people that make the racing goggles that are that big.
Don't do it.
Okay, spinny thing. I won't do it, spinny thing.
The question really becomes, what are you going to do with them? The reason I like the DJI goggles for things like flying on a boat is that if it's really bright outside, you can totally focus.
Yes, of course, and that's why I like any kind of goggle. to the screen. Okay, now we've teased it. Is Dana gone? Dana's gone. Oh no,
He's
Dana.
up.
Dana? Are you there,
Drone
buddy?
cold.
Okay, well here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and share your.
I'm here.
Are you there? Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, that's all you need to do.
Well, if there was ever any doubt that this is live, so
Yeah.
what I'm about to
really.
do is I'm gonna go ahead and share some of this Norway footage with everybody,
Cool.
and maybe you can explain. It's only 2 minutes, and thank you for sharing this with us.
Absolutely.
Because now, can you talk about why you can't show more, or is that a secret?
Oh, so I'm working on a video for a contest, and one of the criteria for the video is it has to be content that hasn't been published. And so the shots I shared with you were some alternate shots that aren't going to be in the contest video shots.
So this is garbage we're about to see. Just crap. Just
this is the problem. Honestly, I had so much good footage from Norway that it was really hard to pick.
Okay.
I could have made like a 15-minute video, but nobody wants to watch that, even if it's beautiful.
Okay, so from the cutting room floor, here is, and you can explain a little bit about what we're seeing, because this is absolutely astounding and amazing.
So this is the town of Stavanger. This is where we were staying. There was a field right next to the ocean, which I thought was pretty cool. That they grow crops right there by the ocean. Stavanger is on the west coast. On the North Sea, it kind of is at the same latitude or longitude as Aberdeen, and the water is super duper cold. And there's a lot of oil rigs and stuff.
Does somebody live in that house?
I didn't see anybody, but maybe they do like their trolls there.
Now, I wanted to ask you about this in particular. Again, the house is at the bottom. I would not live below something like that.
You kidding? How cool would that be? You look up and see that every day.
I gotta back this up.
This house right here on the lake. Are you backing up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this waterfall, actually, I flew quite a ways. This goes down into a fjord. So this drains down into a fjord. The fjords are thousands of feet deep, and then the mountains around them are thousands of feet tall. So the overall distance from the top to the to the bottom of the fjord is a long, long way.
I just like saying fjord.
Fjord. That house there in the center is my in-laws. Well, sort of my wife's sister's husband's Norwegian family's cabin.
What is this? This is another fjord.
This is another fjord. So that road, you see that little road there along the side of it on the right?
Yeah, with all the little birdies.
That is a one-lane road, and you had to stop to be escorted along that road.
Hold on, I'm going to back that up a little bit.
This is a beautiful hotel in a town called, that little road, you waited. So while we were waiting for the escort to come, I actually got out and flew my drone. And the coolest thing was there's workers there, and it's their job to escort you along this road so nobody collides head on. And I said, do you mind if I fly my drone? They said, we don't care. Go right ahead.
Is that how their accents sound?
Yeah, they sound Russian.
Really?
Okay. I can't really do the Norwegian accent, but I can say this.
Yeah.
Jeg snakker ikke norsk.
What does that mean?
Which means I do not speak Norwegian.
Oh, that's a good. That's also like
norsk.
Where's the bathroom? Too. That's a good one.
Never learned that one. Everybody speaks English, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, good.
Anyway,
all right, so
that was
coming up here is a really cool looking hotel, I guess, right?
So this is a hotel in a town called Dalen, D-A-L-E-N. And it was super cool. It was really cool on the inside too. I have a lot more footage of that town. It's just a really pretty town.
What a beautiful country
that we're seeing here as well.
Gosh, it's also just breathtakingly beautiful.
And then stop right there for a second, Ken.
Yeah.
You see those people?
Oh, yeah, little people.
This is Pulpit Rock, and Pulpit Rock was a 2.5, 3-hour hike. I did it with the Mavic in a backpack. I get up there, and there's 2 other people flying Mavics at the top of this thing, which kind of blew my mind.
Did you launch from the top of it?
So, yes, I'm down with those people, right? I'm over by those people. So I had to find a clear spot, fly up, and then what's really cool about Pulpit Rock, this summer they filmed the newest or the upcoming Transformers movie, shot a scene there. as well as Mission Impossible 6 or whatever they're on shot a scene there. So the next time you see Mission Impossible or Transformers, you'll see Pulpit Rock.
Very cool. And we'll get to see some of this stuff again on your channel soon?
Yes, absolutely. And then this was just a glacier lake. So there's a ski area, and we'll see that in a second. There's a ski area up on top of this lake, or up on top of this mountain, that's open in the summer. There were people skiing, and here's the really crazy part. They closed the ski area in the winter because there's too much snow. Yeah, you can kind of see down on the left, there's people skiing. There's a snowcat going up the side of the snow there.
Wow, bravo, my friend. Thank you.
Crazy. Yeah, it was really beautiful.
Thank you.
I have to say, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it would be pretty, but there's just so much water there. You know, one of their biggest exports is actually bottled water.
Unbelievable.
And it's water that's melted from the glacier, of course.
Glacier, you know, pure. Well, even their tap water tastes fantastic.
So
they don't have bad road.
So the snow comes in, it lands on the mountain, and then before it can drip into the fjord, then they scoop it up with a bottle, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what they have the Norwegian trolls doing. They give them the bottles and then have them go scoop the snow.
Awesome. And by the way, yes, thank you for reminding everybody, Chris, that a super chat is on.
Yay!
If you would like to super chat, by the way, anyone who super chats $10 will get a set of these drone eyes while supplies last. These are for Kelly. These are your eyes, Kelly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, those are beautiful.
Aren't they?
I like your regular eyes.
Fly them in the
You
fjord.
stop. You stop, mister. Oh, is Dana back? I just got used to him being a spinny thing. Hey, Dana, you there?
I'm here vocally.
Okay, great. Audio only.
I'm here voicing.
Voicing.
I'm here. You can talk to me.
We can talk to Dana if you want to talk to Dana.
Well, I was thinking about you guys during the eclipse because we only got like 60% in Texas. It was still pretty cool. Our neighbors came over. We had some glasses, and I made a
beautiful stuff
that worked fairly well. But the next one is supposed to come from Mexico up to Canada, right through Texas. So, you know, 7 years we'll all get together and watch
Yeah, that's right. 2024. It's happening on my mom's birthday, April 8th, I believe. Is that right?
Awesome.
I did want to.
April's a whole lot.
Maybe we need to go to
Well,
Texas then.
Yeah, but I wanted to share
April's
this.
Great.
Speaking.
If it was August, I wouldn't recommend it.
Speaking of the eclipse, I got this from the National Weather Service. This is the shadow from space going across the country. It's like 4 seconds long, and I'll play it a couple of times, but here it is from space. The eclipse.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that neat? I'll go ahead and play it again.
Yeah, that is cool.
And why not one more time?
You should do a scratch, just, you know,
yeah,
as it goes across.
I half expected it to be more defined. You know what I mean? Since it's
we're supposed to be getting a hurricane in the next couple days. Yeah,
it's really bad in the Gulf of Texas right now.
That's what they say. It's just kind of cloudy here. We'll see what happens.
How about something funny? I keep saying that's a crutch of mine. I apologize.
Somebody posted a really funny joke in the comments earlier about an octopus or what was it? I'll have to find it because I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, I have a very
what's
short.
Your funny thing, Ken?
It's a very short video from one of my viewers called Respibob. And it's called When Bugs Met Phantom. And it's got some audio to it, so I'll go ahead and full screen that and play it for you. Enjoy.
At first, the Phantom 3 did not accept bugs, but after he showed the proper respect, they embraced, and all is well.
That's awesome.
Little
is awesome.
Stop motion video with
yeah.
Maybe should I play that again?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll go ahead and play that again. That is really funny.
At first, the Phantom 3 did not accept bugs, but after he showed the proper respect, they embraced, and all is well.
That's
wow.
hilarious.
Hey, so have you ever flown a bugs? You flew Bugs 3, right?
I flew a Bugs 3 and crashed it into a bush.
Well,
yeah, I crashed that thing.
One of the things that I think the Bugs line is great for, especially the ones that don't have GPS, is just learning how to be a better pilot line of sight, because you get a little spoiled with GPS.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's why I crashed, because I let go of the controllers thinking it was going to stay, and it did not.
Yeah, the wind took it.
Yeah, it did. My stupidity took it.
I was going to tell everyone, too, that I'm going to be giving away a Bugs 2 on my channel fairly soon, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm hoping to hit a milestone in terms of subscribers soon, and as I get closer to that, I plan to give away some drones, including a Bugs 2. If you haven't checked out the Bugs 2, it's actually a pretty amazing little quad. There's the Bugs 2C and the Bugs 2W. The 2W has a Wi-Fi connection, and the 2C does not. They're both great.
Okay, and by the way, this is some video from your trailer on your channel, I guess.
What, you just randomly clicking on stuff?
Yeah, I'm just randomly clicking on stuff.
There you go. There you go. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
That's good time.
A little ReadySetDrone.
That's you, man.
That's me. That's younger me.
I did not like the Typhoon.
There's a drone getting hit with Nerf darts.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody likes a more fuddy-duddy and less funny Ken Heron show, that's me. So,
and by more fuddy-duddy, he means more accurate information than silliness.
Well, I don't know about accuracy, but I, the best part is I do occasionally have guests on who are a lot better than me. People like you. Oh, I got to fly by an exploding van one time. That was pretty cool.
That was really cool.
Drone pilot.
So yeah, if you haven't checked out ReadySetDrone, I would definitely appreciate some folks from the Ken Heron world coming over and sharing our worlds. When two worlds collide.
When two worlds collide.
I don't have sound effects for my voice either.
When two worlds collide. Hold
nice.
on. Hold on. I got this. Hold on. There we go. Well, hold on. I'm still going with this. I gotta stop that thing. It's like a whole little TV studio here. Okay, here we go.
It is. It is. I'm impressed.
All right, here we go. And in this corner, it's Kelly from ReadySetDrone. In that corner, Manny Pacquiao. You're gonna get your butt handed to you.
John Cena.
John Cena. Oh, Mr.
My son,
Director
has a guinea pig.
Yeah.
Excuse me. My son has a guinea pig. There's a nice segue. He did an entire video of this guinea pig just walking in slow motion, and he put all the John Cena sound effects to it, and it was pretty funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where can that be found?
I think it's on his YouTube channel. It's Tate Reviews is his YouTube channel.
Cool.
Tate Reviews.
And by the way, Mr. Director, thank you. I guess is that a euro? Did I just get 10 euros?
Hey, nice.
Yeah, thank you for who you
that's
are.
Worth like $50.
Oh man, exchange rate, yeah. You provide valuable entertainment.
In Norway, the exchange rate is 8 to 1. So like a hamburger is like 48 kroner.
You mean it's 48 kroners.
48 kroners.
And one of these. Yeah.
So you gotta constantly be doing the divided by 8 math, which is tough math.
Then I'll never go, because I hate math.
Yeah, there's your reason not to go.
Yeah. I was just looking for a reason. Now I'm gonna go. I'm
gonna stay home and dream of it.
So do you want to hang out for a minute while I give away this Vanguard? Have you ever?
I would love to.
Awesome, because Dana's in the wind. So hey, let's hear for Dana.
I'll take over. Now playing bass for the Ken Heron show.
Yeah, let me go. Dana, you there, buddy? Dana, okay. Bye, Dana. I'm gonna go ahead and maximize you.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
You've been maximized. All right, so. So this is the Vanguard from, how do you say it? Itching?
I say Ishin.
Ishin, okay. Have you flown one of these little buggers?
I haven't. It looks pretty cool. No, I have not.
It's all right. It's not direct drive or anything. It's not brushless.
Yeah, I heard you talking last week about the little tiny motors in the big gears. You know, it's just they do that so they can get a lot of power out of a small, quiet motor. The Syma X5C is like that, and that's my favorite drone.
Yeah, it is kind of quiet. But I'm going to be giving this away right now. And how do we do it? How do we do it? Well, I tell you how we're going to do it. I'm going to force you to watch one of my videos or just be incredibly knowledgeable. And if you can answer this and be the first person to answer it and do it within 10 seconds, I will file a restraining order against you because you're crazy.
You're paying way too much attention to Ken.
Okay, so in my video called The Train Caboose Collection.
Ooh, yes.
You remember that one?
A classic, yes.
Okay.
I think I can, I think I can, I think I can.
Yeah. At the end of the video, when I'm on the phone in the caboose, what number appears on the wall behind me? First person to post that number with $1,000 super chat wins. I'm just kidding.
I think $1,000 super chat would win anyway.
Yeah, yeah. The first person to post that number in the super chat, no, I mean in the regular chat, will win. Okay. Now I'm not going to sit here and watch the chat. I'm going to go back later.
I have a question for you, Ken.
Yeah.
Are you able to go back and read all the comments after?
Yes. Yes, yes.
So for everybody who's watching this and commenting, because I've done, and are you watching for the number?
Yes. And I think I've got a winner. All right. Yeah, I think I got a winner. Let me go ahead and double check while Kelly says what
you
he's
guys
gonna
don't
say.
understand that well, maybe you do, but Ken is doing a lot of stuff all at once. He is switching between the sources. He's playing his sound effects. He's acting like a goofball. He's coughing up a lung. He's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So I know when I've only done 2 live shows, well, 3. One was from my iPhone, but on ReadySetDrone, and all 3 of them, man, it's just crazy how much stuff is going on at once. It kind of makes your brain swell.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, and it's true. Luckily, I've been doing kind of the same thing with radio for years, so I kind of have a brain for it. Although this is a different animal, because when I'm on the radio, you know, I can pick myself and scratch myself and nobody can see it. But congratulations too. And this is tentative. I'll go back and double check, but I think Sergey Berengard won. And the
nice.
number was
Sergey.
16126.
Rosby, coq de la.
Yeah. What?
The only Russian I know.
Oh, okay. And here's the number for you. So you can see I got a still from it.
Wow.
It's hard.
You look quite surprised.
Yeah, well, I was in the middle of being zany, Kelly.
What was 16126? What is that?
No idea. No idea at all. Probably the number of the caboose. But
I see.
Congratulations. You just won this fabulous drone here.
Herschel, Sergey. Herschel.
What he said. That guy over there.
I'm assuming he's Russian.
So, Kelly, you wanted to talk very briefly. We're coming up on an hour, but what the heck?
Yeah.
There's no time limit.
Bonus time.
Bonus time. Tell us about some drones under $1,000.
Yeah. So I released a video recently, and let me tell you, you get the most comments on these opinion videos, and one of the big comments I get from everybody is, well, what about this drone? What about this drone? I only did drones that I've flown. And so I've never flown a Parrot. I've never flown an Autel. And I've heard they're both great. I just haven't had a chance to fly one. I've never even flown a Unique. But no, I was going to say, if you're looking for a really great drone, depending on where you are financially and what you want to do with it, the Bugs 2 is pretty amazing. It really, it has GPS. It has a lot of cool features. It has a decent camera. It doesn't have a gimbal, so you're not going to get smooth footage. But you can do with the Bugs 2W, the B2W, you can actually do pretty decent FPV with a Wi-Fi connection, and it's got a very long range. It goes half a kilometer, 500 meters, which for a drone that size, you really don't need to fly it any further away.
I was impressed with the Bugs 3. Does the Bugs 3 and the Bugs 2 have the same controlling system? Because the way it flew,
it's similar, but the Bugs 3 doesn't have GPS. The Bugs 3 doesn't have GPS. The Bugs 3 is designed to carry an action camera, like a GoPro or something. And actually, on my channel, if you're interested, I bought an aftermarket wall kit on the Bugs 3, and it worked really well. So that's something you can do. You can pull a tap off the battery. Whoop, did I lose you?
I'm getting a message here that my internet is horrible.
Oh,
I think
well, there you go.
I think no, there you gone again. You there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Please don't leave me by myself. Dana was gone, and now Kelly. No, please.
Well,
Kelly.
I can turn off my camera if that helps.
No, man, we want to see you.
Yeah. Thank you. Not many people say that. Anyway, the other one that a lot of people don't know about yet, in terms of a dual drone, is the Phantom 3 SE. Have you heard of that one?
Yes. Very little though. By the way, can you turn your video on? Is it not on?
I thought it was.
Seeing it
Here. There we go. Is that...
There we go.
Cool.
Yeah.
The Phantom 3 SE is $600. It's 4K. It's all the best things about a Phantom 3 for $600. So I'm a big fan of that. And a lot of people are asking, hey, I want to get my first drone, but I don't have a big budget. And I think that's a great one to start with.
Cool. Well, I do have a couple more things to do. I got to give away the swag bag.
Yes.
Yes. So many prizes tonight.
Where did you get that? Where did you get the Lume Cube swag?
The folks at Lume Cube gave it to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you used the Lume Cube?
Yes. Love the
They're
Lume
actually
Cube.
really cool.
Yeah. This is a Lume Cube. This is how it goes on. These are the legs, and they go on just like that. On that, on either side. Great lights for when you fly at dusk, not dark. Dusk.
Right.
Follow the rules. Right, Kelly? Follow the rules.
Absolutely. You know what else they're really cool for is if you're going to do like a long exposure and you want to get I did a couple of things on Instagram. I think you commented on one, Ken. Putting a Lume Cube on and doing a long exposure photo looks really cool.
Yeah, I haven't done that. Have you done any light painting?
Well, if you mean like holding open the shutter and then flying around. Oh yeah. Actually, I haven't done it, but I've seen it, and it's really cool.
It is really cool. And what else is really cool is the way you're going to win this fabulous Lume Cube bag of swag. So again,
can you tell?
Don't you want to know? If this wasn't enough, and don't you think it ought to be, I'm going to make you watch another one of my videos. Yes, on the video I called Drone Over the Corvette Museum, at the 7:55 mark, how many yellow cars are visible in the parking lot? Is that too deep?
Wow.
I can only imagine.
So basically, it's just how fast can people get to that video and check.
Right. I imagine people are like, got one device over here watching and another one over here like scrolling through. So
if you want to be a winner, you got to be multifaceted.
Right. Again, so if you just missed it, and feel free to guess. Wow. Now I'm gonna pick a winner. I'm gonna go back and make sure, but I think the person that won is John Stockwell. John Stockwell. Beep, 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 beep. What's that?
Nice.
The air horn. Are people still doing the air horn? I don't know. Beep, 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 beep. So, John Stockwell, congratulations. There are 3 yellow cars in the parking lot of my Drone Over the Corvette Museum. I highly recommend that video. By the way, here's proof right here. I got a still from the image. 7:55 in.
There you go.
1, 2, 3.
If there's not a picture, it didn't happen.
That's right. So congratulations to you guys. And now I'm getting nervous because we're going over an hour. And you know, when you see an hour time on a video on YouTube, you're like, an hour? I don't want to watch an hour-long video.
Yeah, we dropped to 83 viewers. Thanks to these 83 folks for hanging in there.
Right. Is that how many? Are you watching the number?
Oh, just bumped to 84.
No!
It must be back on.
Get back in here because we've got the video Viewer of the week coming up right now. Come on, Kelly.
Da, 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 da,
You
da,
gotta
da.
dance, man. You gotta dance.
Oh,
Dance.
I can vote.
Okay. Kelly
How's
can't
that?
dance, but he can do his best Dana impression. And so I've got a really awesome viewer video of the week. This is from Average Guy. And if you want to see his channel, there's a link in the description, of course. This is from Average Guy. This is of the eclipse that he took himself. And
Average
enjoy.
guy.
Viewer video of the week. There's some text at the end that will tell you exactly what he used to get this. You can see the corona. Isn't that awesome?
Cool beans. I feel like I'm watching a PBS special.
Yeah. The apes took over the planet.
One man could save.
In a world. Isn't that gorgeous?
That's pretty cool.
Apparently he did this with just a $1 Walmart set of glasses.
Over the lens of his camera?
Over the lens of his camera, yeah.
Wow.
I felt like a teeny tiny human being when I was watching this. You weren't in the path of totality, but
No, but it was still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I had a really oh yeah, that's just super cool. I had a pretty cool time watching my kids watch it too.
you made sure I didn't take the glasses off and cost you thousands in doctor
Right,
eye bills.
Oh, we made a pinhole camera actually, and it worked surprisingly well.
Oh yeah, that does work. Like if you hold up a colander, it'll make a bunch of little half moon looking shapes on the ground.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we had one, and then toward the end we started poking more holes in the foil, and that actually was pretty cool because it made more half moon shapes.
I'm gonna make this big so you can read how he.
Good luck, Craig Wilson, with your Part 107.
Yeah. So, awesome. Thank you for the viewer video of the week. If you want to send in your viewer video of the week, you can send it to kenheronupload@gmail.com. Send me a link and not a file. I want to thank very much Kelly from ReadySetDrone for being on today. I want to thank Dana Williams for being on ever so briefly, and so for you, my friend, an ever so brief clap for you.
Oh, the golf clap.
Yeah, he's.
Well, you know, Ken, if you ever need someone to pinch hit for Dana, you know, I'm about his age and stature, so there you go.
Can you play the bass?
Oh, I'm a bass artist.
Are you?
How low can you go?
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to shut her down. Thanks, everybody, for participating. I'm sure I forgot something. Make
Bye,
sure,
people.
if you won something, to private message me and remind me. Congratulations to everybody who won the swag bag and the drone. We'll do it again next week, and hopefully I will be virus-free then. Until then, and you want to say it?
Bye-bye.
And bye-bye.